NCCK month 2020 is set to celebrate ecumenism and create awareness about the work of NCCK in June 2020. So the month this year is June 2020, but there are two member churches that have requested to mark their months earlier. And that is the Church of God in East Africa. They will mark it at the end of March and at the beginning of April. And the Friends Church, Quakers, they'll do their month in May. So for all the other member churches, they agreed that we will mark this month in June 2020. Please note that we have picked a month coming from the feedback that we received from NCCK Week 2019. They said having 1 week is a bit difficult to fit everything because we have existing church programs. So we allow the whole month, but you are supposed to pick only 1 week within that month. Are we together? So I will not read the problem statement, but I will emphasize on the theme this year. And the theme this year is one family, one church, and one nation. And that is informed by the many challenges that we have around the issue of family. And as NCCK, we would like to start there because we believe a strong family will form a strong church, and it will also form a strong nation. Are we together? So about some of the things that we hope can be done across the country, we have put them under objectives. And I will draw our attention to page 2, objective 1. The first objective has to do with enhancing the capacity of clergy from member churches for effective and relevant response towards the challenges affecting the family. We have proposed a few activities under each objective, but we are free to contextualize what does it mean to Abo families in Kirinyaga or in our region here in Central. The second objective is to create awareness among the church members from NCCK membership on parental skills for the 21st century family. Those of us who, I'm sure I can see, there are not very many young people, but when we were growing up, the kind of families that used to be then are not the same kind of families that I am bringing up. For example, I have had to face my young girl asking me very hard questions, and I'm thinking, hey, and she's only in grade 1, and now we're having to negotiate things. So that's objective 2. For objective 3, we would like to facilitate partnerships between member churches and various service providers in help in disseminating messages of hope. The regional manager has already indicated that there is something in your folder that has 6 messages of hope that we can pick from and use during sermons. And if you need a bit more information about that, he is available to provide. So we would like to use this month to disseminate those messages. Objective 4 is to conduct a national campaign on gender justice by church leaders targeting congregants. I'm smiling because when you say gender justice in Central, and then it's me at the front, it's not gender justice in the negative, it's gender justice to bring the balance that is required. Because in some of our places, the men ndio wamefinyiliwa, si ndio? I like the way you're looking at me. Yes, and we would like to bring this balance that is necessary so that our families are functional again. So we don't have any gender that is left behind. And so we will engage in that conversation in the different places, depending on what the situation, the prevailing situation is. But we also have objective 5, which is to enhance local resource mobilization efforts to address region-specific priorities. Here in Central, you may decide on a project that we would all work together towards, and that's what objective 5 is all about. And so we will think what is it we want to do together and how will we do it, and then so raise local resources towards the same. Objective 6 is to organize churches in small and local units at the ward level to celebrate ecumenism and carry out activities of NCCK Week. Tunajaribu kuleta NCCK mashinani zaidi, at the ward level, and you will help us to see how to express NCCK at the ward level. So in terms of the concept for 2020, we have taken feedback from 2019. We have tried to do planning very well in advance. One of the reasons why the regional committees are done this early is so that we don't have anybody in the NCCK membership who hears about NCCK month in the media and wonders, hey, I thought I am a member of NCCK, why am I not involved? There are two other things that I would like to bring to our attention at this point, that to launch the NCCK month 2020, the NCCK General Secretary and his good office has planned to have a national family conference that brings people from across the country to discuss family. And that will be held alongside the NCCK Executive Committee meeting that is scheduled for May. So the family conference specifically will be on May 21st and 22nd. We will send out invitations through the regional manager so that as many of us as possible can participate in that conference and bring our voice, so that after that, when we are doing the activities in June, we have a joint action that is national. Are we together? So that is one. But the second issue, which we thought worked very well last year, are pulpit exchanges. Pulpit exchanges where a Presbyterian can go and preach in a NICA church, maybe within the county or in another county. We found that very beneficial because some people, and I stand accused here, we only know one member church. Ulizaliwa huko, kila kitu yako ni huko, you don't know that there is another church that has another tradition that you can benefit from, not to convert from one to another, but to enrich ecumenism. So pulpit exchanges have been agreed upon to be one of the other common things that we'll do across the country. I hope you will be willing to participate and also open your doors for some of these others who don't always wear a tie, but they can preach in your church sometime in June, isn't it? So I thank you very much for welcoming us and for